Hello, everybody, and welcome to a another Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer Tournament 2024 race. Today we have Jay versus CalumChis. Hold on, I just need to switch it to the race layout. Just took a second to load in, but we should be moving here in a sec.
Howdy.
Welcome in, Schwartz. Schwartz will be my co-com today.
Yeah. Your mic is oddly quiet, bro.
Oh, sorry. Let me see if I can do something to fix that.
Alrighty. I all geared up. I literally just got here, so I'm a little bit frazzled. What was our first hint in energy controller? I'm assuming there was no real changes. Yeah.
Okay, this should be better.
There you go.
All right, cool.
Okay. Ooh.
Light beam.
All right.
That'll be pretty helpful here once we get to Aegon. Jay, don't die. Okay. Just a missile up top there, so we don't need to come back for that. Light beam lets us open a few doors as well as take portals back into the light world, which won't be immediately relevant, but there are a few light beam doors when we get to Aegon. There are some light beam doors, but really dark beam is the most important of the beams. So hopefully we see that soon, but light beam does help us out. It also just helps out with combat too. It's really good for. It just looks like a missile in Temple Assembly side as well. A lot of missiles so far. Jay is playing it a little risky here with only 24 health. That means he's going to get all the drops for health and none for missiles. Looks like he's just going to go for the extended dash to get up onto this ledge and get that missile up there. Meanwhile,
he didn't get a missile drop here, so he has to do this if he wants to route nicely.
Yeah, I mean he can blow up some other crates, but the thing with only having 5 missiles is that the game, and you see it with Calum right here, the game will hardly give you any drops for missiles if you only have 5 of them as your max capacity, because you need 10 in order for the beloved Echo's priority drop system to start working. And so you effectively have a prime drops until you get 10 missiles.
Yes.
So that is the reason why Jay picked that up. He will have good missiles now, but also there's just a missile in Storage Cavern B anyway, so now he has 15 and Calum has 10.
So Calum will be super punished for not getting that right away.
Yeah, it doesn't really hurt him to not get that. A key and a link, that's pretty interesting. That could be, at this point, like, that's pretty much 50-50. Well, it is actually 50-50 on whether that's a red key or a Sky Temple key. Though that item does require Dark Visor, so it can make it kind of interesting if that's an SDK. Bombs. And Quad is dead.
Bombs and Light Beam make Dark Aegon look really appealing right now.
Yeah, we still... Calum, we're getting a little bit of route divergence here. Calum is going to go back to Temple Grounds. We have Hive Chamber B and Com area. Well, actually, Hive Chamber B is still out of logic due to our lack of missile launcher, whereas J is going here to Aegon, and he's going to get mining station access and portal access A.
Interesting play to do this without fighting Bomb Guardian first.
Oh, that's an SDK in Mining Plaza. We're going to be in for a time.
Nice. We do not have an RA for outbound, so runners will be forced to have to go get Echo and fight Amorphous for that.
Yep. We are going to have a required Amorphous, 3 required Aegon keys, which effectively means we now have 12 keys, not just 9. And then also Echo Visor to get that item. So it's quite a painful one. It takes a lot of time to get that, and it's required.
Yep.
Is this the first SDK in Mining Plaza we've seen this tournament? I haven't watched all the races, but none of the ones I've seen I recall seeing one in.
Maybe?
Yeah, this might be the first Mining Plaza SDK of the tournament.
Nice.
Second. Shine Sparking Martin chat says second, I think.
Alright.
So.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I haven't watched every single race because I've been pretty busy this week. Okay,
Amber and Aegon. That's really good.
What a shocker, you know? That's never happened before. Jay is going to go here.
It's going to go grab the Mine Plaza hint here.
Yeah. Okay, there was a race yesterday that had an SDK Mining Plaza. And Dark. So it looks like there was a Power Bomb expansion in Hive Chamber B, which allows us to get an Dark Suit there, which is out of logic because in Randomania, in Randomania you get basically you're only expected to have power bombs or missiles once you find the main item. And we do not have main power bombs, nor do we have the missile launcher yet either. So anything that requires missiles or power bombs at this point is still out of logic. But we can get that Dark Suit, no problem.
Oh, what is this bomb jump? Whoa, I've not seen that before. Okay.
Yeah.
You can get up here on SJ. I learned something new today. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's a neat little jump you can do to get up there. Now Jay doing, well, not location, but like across the two of them, we know this has to be progression. Ooh, and a movement. Oh,
Calum's heading right towards that. Oh,
yeah.
He's actually going to get really rewarded for picking up this power bomb.
Yeah. So with Jay's hint, we know that there's what's most likely to be space jump here in GFMC. Calum doesn't have that hint, but he is just heading straight there. And that is going to net him a very good item. Oh, no, it's not! Oh, that is so unfortunate.
Oh, that...
Whoa, what the... Whoa.
Well, then they'll flip the lead back to Jay.
Oh, my God.
So that will be on the Jump Guardian item, which can't be Space Jump in this case. So it could be either Screw Attack or Grapple Beam.
Or Grab.
Probably Grab Boost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so normally if there's a movement system there, it's in the crate, it's not on the ship. But yeah, being on the ship means we have to come back after defeating Jump Guardian because the item up there does not spawn until we kill Jump Guardian. And since Jump Guardian is where Jay is, he is going to get that big advantage. Yep, and there's the space jump. So the other thing about the ship is that you need space jump to get up there, which means it's not going to be space jump. Of course, it can't lock itself. So that is going to be one of our other 3 movement systems. So either Grapple Beam, Screw Attack, or Gravity Boost.
Okay. I would say more than likely it will be Screw Attack.
Yeah, Grapple Beam would be kind of odd. Ooh, main PBs and Bioenergy.
Okay.
Those are actually in Logic right now, which we know from Calum. That's putting Dark Suit into Logic. So potentially like hazing cliff action or maybe pot W. That's really the two things that Dark Suit alone can do for you early on. Hazing Cliff because we need either Dark Suit or a few E-Tanks, and then there's some Inkclaw in Plane of Dark Worship.
Yeah. Just gonna check vent A here. Probably won't push into labs.
Yeah, he's just gonna turn right around after this.
In fact, he can't without Dark Beam or Screw. And what do we got here? E-Tank.
That's pretty useful. Yeah, if we tried to go into labs from here with Jay, it would either need to be vanilla Dark Beam or he soft locks. So he's not gonna want to do that. The first E-Tank is going to be very helpful. It's going to allow him a lot more liberty moving through the dark world because he's probably going there next, I'd imagine. Since he knows that the item in GFMC is a movement system, he doesn't know it's on the ship, but he knows it's a 50-50, and he's probably going to want to just make sure that he can get it on his next pass through GFMC. Though it does look like he's moving towards labs from the front, which makes sense because with that light beam, it puts Central Mining Station into logic, and light beam has yet to like explain itself logically. So there's a good chance there's going to be something here.
Alright, but before that, he's gonna start front Dark Aegon loop. Yeah. He probably just wants to open that gate because that gate from behind is really annoying.
Yeah, Jay, since we, this race, we had a couple of RAs, actually. We have, We have, multiplayer pickups added and new patcher. So with new patcher, we actually need either screw attack or power bombs in order to get into GFMC. And so Jay doesn't know that there's a power bomb in a hive chamber B. So he might just go end up picking up those main power bombs if he doesn't find any sooner. Because like he's gonna want to get into GFMC here. And the best option might just be to pick up those main power bombs. It would be a long walk, but we were gonna want to hope that that we find a power bomb expansion here in early Dark Aegon.
Yeah, I would be praying for a power bomb because if you know me, I really like putting off labs as much as I can.
Especially bioenergy is like terrible because it's like the furthest check in labs.
Yeah, and not even like supers to check storage C as well, so that would be a pretty punishing orphan if something was there.
Yeah, it would be really slow to have to walk all the way over there.
Ooh, nice roll jump. Didn't get a lot of height out of it because we didn't have LNR at the right time, but that's still pretty good. Getting that just instant unmorph can be a little tricky just in general.
Yeah, some ledges are tough. That's Annihilator right there. Wow, okay.
Now that's... I've seen that before somewhere.
So, that Annihilator is going to be locked by Dark Beam. Or we can, Dark Beam / boost. We could also get it with Dark Beam and bombs and screw attack. We could do some BSJs to get up there without boost. Or I think we could do it with just screw attack. I know there is a way to climb that roof with all field, but
why did I never think to just go through that room that way? The way that Jay went through there. Ooh, okay, well, so that hint is actually really good for Calum, because now he knows that GFMC doesn't have space jump, so he might actually want to stick around here before going back, or starting the Dark Aegon loop.
Well, Callum is gonna already know that since, well, he got the movement system hint probably already.
Yeah.
So he's gonna know that that's on the ship, which means it can't be space jump. Because although items are allowed to lock themselves, if we need an item to beat the game, it can't be locking itself, and we need space jump to beat the game. Oh, this is so tight for Jay. Oh my god. Okay. He is playing it very risky with that Dark World movement. That's something that Callum does not have to deal with, getting that early Dark Suit. I think he got down to like 6 or 7 health there. That was really scary. But yeah, Callum is basically just going to be chilling going through early Dark Aegon here. Dark Suit makes our life so much easier.
Nice. Actually doing enough damage before the fight starts. Good job. And we got Meeting. So, not a real profitable Dark Aegon loop, but at the very least, Jay will probably be heading back to JFMC now. They're coming through Guardian.
Yeah, but he may go into labs here just to try and get a power bomb. Because he still cannot get that item in GFMC without a power bomb. And although we know there is a power bomb in Hive Chamber B, he doesn't. So in his mind, it's
that's
like,
right.
It's a big risk to just go back there without a power bomb and just pray that like the 2 checks you have is going to be a power bomb when you know there's one in bioenergy. It's like, it's the right move to go back, but it just makes no sense. Callum struggled a little bit with those that jump. That's a pretty tough jump, honestly. Getting through portal access without space jump is pretty hard. He did get the bomb jump up pretty quick, but you're not out of it. Oh, and we get bailed out by Transport Center. That is huge.
Oh, that's so good for him right now.
Yeah, because now all he has to do is just save warp, and he never has to go back. Well, he doesn't even probably save warp here, honestly. But now he doesn't have to go all the way to bioenergy to get that power bomb, which is really big. That's going to save him like 5 minutes.
Is this the not getting punished thing that I've been hearing about lately?
It might be. Yeah, Callum unfortunately is losing time over Jay having to go through early Dark Aegon without space jump, where Jay had space jump by the time he went through here, and that makes moving through these rooms a lot faster and easier. But Callum did not go to Bomb Guardian before coming here. But I think Jay right now just kind of inherently has the lead because he is not going to have to double dip GFMC or the Hive Chamber loop. Well, it's very possible Callum might just never get Dark Missile Trooper if it's nothing, which it usually is nothing, but it's a little bit risky to never pick it up.
It's like a pretty good chance of having something like, I could see like a Dark Beam being here.
Yeah, it's not like super common for early game progression, but it's not rare either to see something here. This could also just be a Sky Temple key too, so.
Yeah. We got Emerald.
Emerald, okay, yeah.
That's an interesting one.
That is very useful though. Emerald is going to let him get the hint in Fortress Transport access when he goes through.
Ooh, that's true, yeah.
It's also just a really good item to see early on because that means we're going to have it when we get to Torvis. And having all those hints when we get to Torvis is really powerful. So seeing that emerald is going to be really good for Jay.
Well, there's another power bomb for the road.
Yeah, he might be a little bit upset about that one, but I doubt he's too upset since he did get bailed out.
That dark suit was in Dynamo Chamber on the way to GFMC, so Jay will also clean that up on his way there.
Yeah. So Jay will have the early game lead here. I mean, I would say it's probably fairly even if there wasn't a power bomb in Transport Center, but considering there was, that just gave Jay, like, so much ground on Calum.
Yeah.
Like, if there wasn't and he had to go all, it would probably be pretty even. But Calum going straight into Temple Grounds, it doesn't really work out for him here. Unless it just wants to meme us and be like a grapple beam on GFMC ship and is completely useless. Which would be fun.
No. It's going to be grapple beam on the ship for screw tacking Grand Chamber Windway.
Oh, yeah.
I actually just said that wrong without even thinking about it. Whoops.
But we will also get to see a new hint in FTA shortly.
Yeah. This could be a really big week, depending.
Yeah, this hint is usually a pretty good one, so... The life support system in Reliquary, that's just guaranteed to be an energy tank.
Yeah.
Since that can't be a suit. Life support systems are always either suits or E-tanks, and since we need both suits to get Reliquary, it's going to be an E-tank.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, another thing about being on new patchers is that we get custom suit colors. So Jay is running the silver dark suit.
Running silver dark suit while repping Team Green in the meantime. Just the correct decision, by the way.
You know, I never.
Do you pick that up again? Is this gonna crash?
No, he already hit the cutscene.
Okay.
Plus, he's on Nintendo, so it shouldn't crash anyways. There's a possibility that you crash in this room just due to too many layers being active if you go and pick up the ship item before triggering the cutscene that spawns the crate. But it usually doesn't happen on Nintendo anyways. And
I see.
I'm gonna get this hint. Joking, and considering he already made his way over here, I bet he's beating the side of it. Let's see if we can see what that is.
That's beam ammo.
Light ammo? Yeah. But yep, screw attack on the ship. Probably, yeah, gonna be something here in Grand Chamber Windway. Considering I think that's the only thing that screw attack does for us at the moment. There's likely to be something here. Though we also still have yet to see that light beam explain itself. And we've had it for 20 minutes now. Calum getting his boots. I don't know why Jay's doing this dash. He has screw attack.
Got a style on them.
Yeah.
And it's always good to just get an E-dash practice whenever you can.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Now we're moving. Dark Beam, Grand Chamber Windway.
Yeah, so Jay already has dumb amount of Torvis and logic. And, he could go there.
That actually
a little risky, but he might do it.
interesting. Oh, that Dark Beam was at the same place as the other race. That's funny.
Wow. Yeah, another race started just an hour before this one, and apparently they also had Dark Beam. There. But yeah, if Jay goes to Torvis and there's like super missiles there, that could be big for him. That could be really, really big. He might check phase on grounds.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty good check. This one, kind of out of the way though, but
yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get a better time to check it, so now might just be the best. Looks like Calum is following in Jay's footsteps and just returning back to Temple Grounds now.
Ooh, we got a key.
That is not a Torvis key. Considering we know Aegon keys are required, this may have just paid off quite a bit. If it's an Aegon key. And it is. Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
So that was required. So it definitely was a good idea for him to do that.
Yeah. That check can kind of sneak up on you if you don't remember it.
A lot of mid-game progression can be missed if it's in phase on grounds. It's in kind of a weird spot to route in sometimes. Though it is relatively close to Warp and Start as long as you have Emerald. So there's a chance that Calum will miss that. Looks like he is going this way. He's gonna get, or Calum is going through the Amber elevator. He's gonna get a hint going this direction. And then he'll probably just continue on towards Dark Missile Trooper and get his Emerald. Jay heading into Great Temple, and this is going to be a big pivotal moment for Jay, is which direction does he go? If he goes out towards the Violet elevator, that means he's going back to Aegon. And if he goes out towards the Amber elevator, he'll be going to Torvis. Honestly, either is pretty reasonable. He may just want to check Plane of Dark Warship as well, because that is in logic with that Dark Suit, and that would also explain why we have both Dark Beam and Light Beam. Ooh, Calum getting
that's
in there.
That's good knowledge. Calum there.
That hint is going to be really helpful for Calum, because it's going to make sure that he just goes there. Like, there's a possibility that he skips DMT if he didn't get that hint. Though it is a little bit sketchy to skip it. Beam-related upgrade and into Defile Shrine. That could be Annihilator. But there's a chance Annihilator isn't even required anyways, so that might just... Most likely that's a dead item, though.
Oh, wow, yeah. And Calum is, like, right next to Hype Chamber as well. You never really think about going back to Torvis, Aegon Quadrant from Torvis Quadrant very often, but yeah, that's a pretty quick trick.
Yeah.
It's a Emerald for him.
Alright. So, Jay took the Violet elevator and is now checking Plane of Dark Warship. This makes a lot of sense, because Dark Suit puts this in logic, but Dark Suit also puts Torvis in logic, so that appears to just be some beam ammo. Yeah. Now we're gonna have to see where Jay goes. He could either go to Aegon or to Torvis now. I mean, I'd say going to Aegon would make a lot of sense, but also going to, like, either of them really works. So it's a really hard call to make.
Nope, you are correct. We actually did see an Annihilator in Crossroads.
Oh, yeah.
We could maybe get that out of logic. We don't have boost, but there is a little small tech of using SA to bonk up to the upper ledge, and then you could take the portal. Don't know if Jay's going to do that, though.
Yeah.
He might have other things to do.
Yeah, it looks like Jay is heading towards Torvis here.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, I agree with this, too. It's like It's a little bit sketchy if this play doesn't work out, but I think it will work out.
Yeah, we got this light beam as well.
Yeah.
Let's...
Jay is gonna get 3 hints here. We know one of them is just telling him that Emerald is a Hive Chamber egg. But there will be 2 new hints for us to see. And those could be big. But also, the only sketchy thing about going to Torvis is it's hard to like route if there's nothing in Torvis. It's hard to get back to Aegon because that's where our progression is going to be if it's not there. And he loses a lot of time if it's not there because he has to save warp and walk back to Aegon, which could lose him time. But if he goes into Torvis, or if he goes into Aegon and it's not there, he can just take the elevator to Torvis via doing that screw attack bonk, which isn't too bad. The hard part about getting that Annihilator is we have to do a 3 VSJ into a screw attack up to the ledge. But we can just do a screw attack bonk followed by a couple of Seekerless to get into Torvis. And those tricks aren't too terrible, so I'm pretty sure Jay knows how to do all that. I think he taught me a bunch of those tricks, actually, a while back. And there's another Jokin.
Well,
we've now seen both of them.
We have a guaranteed 2 hints in every seed, so seeing them early is pretty good.
Yeah.
Now we know every other hint will be probably a lot better.
You'd rather see those early than later. Calum gets his Dark Beam. So now we're really gonna... We could possibly see some route divergence, or is he gonna follow in the footsteps of Jay? It's gonna be interesting. I don't know if Calum is gonna get phase on grounds here, though, which might end up hurting him, considering, you know, we know those Aegon keys are required. They're only required for an SDK, but they are required. And not getting that Aegon key might end up hurting him.
Hopefully we'll get a dark Aegon key hit relatively soon. Probably here in Torvis.
If we get a hint for those Aegon keys, it'll basically give away that it's there. Yep.
Well, if anything, it might lead players to a Cursed Lake, because we also have a key bearer hit there.
It could. Oh, that actually could be really bad to miss then. So Jay has made it to Torvis. He finds a Dark Torvis key and a missile-related upgrade in Poison Bog. That could be Seekers in Poison Bog. Possible. Jay is going to do this air underwater to get this Torvis key right now. Normally we need gravity boost to get this item, but if we morph on the same frame that we enter water, you get something called air underwater, which just allows you to use screw attack underwater so that we can get this item without grav.
It's a little rough because it's a frame perfect trick in a 60 FPS game, so
yeah,
it's like one of those tricks you get immediately or you like take forever.
Yeah, it's usually gonna take you a few tries.
Looks like he's gonna give up on it? No. Honestly, you could probably leave this key for a while. This is just like right here in Torvis.
Yeah, you're probably fine just leaving this key anyways. Calum is going to phase on grounds, which is going to be good for him. And there we go, there he is there underwater.
Cool. Also nice is that it removes all fog down here, so we can see.
Sometimes if you bonk on that ceiling, if there's ever like something obstructive, you'll lose it underwater. So you can sometimes lose it.
Your mic is muffled again. There you go.
Okay.
You're good.
Alright. But yeah, Calum getting that Aegon key is really going to be good, because now he doesn't have to come back for that.
Emo fish.
the ammo fish.
Okay, what do we got here? Just beam ammo in there.
Oh, okay.
No supers to grab that, but
Yeah. That's good info, but yeah, like you said, we need super missiles to get that, and we don't have supers, so we're only gonna hope that that we find supers soon so we can get that first pass. Because otherwise we might be in trouble.
does Chico logically require seekers? No. You can just fight it without. Or if you're referring to like the cocoon at the beginning, you can just fire 4 missiles at that, and then the wings you can just. The game can't expect you to just break one at a time.
Yeah, it's a little bit painful, but you can kill Chica without seekers. It's done in the Echo's no out of bounds speedrun. They have to kill Chica without seekers. Let me just check the logic for Chica, because I'm pretty sure that it will not require seekers, but I just want to make sure. It might be like in trick list that it requires seekers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Seeker was Chica's like combat beginner.
It would make a lot of sense if it was.
You don't want to check this first. What are you doing, mate? Oh, okay. That's a interesting thing. You can like, if you screw attack into that hole, you can hit the camera trigger for a frame, but you won't actually go in there.
Oh yeah.
Don't know if that's really worth in this case, but that's pretty cool. I am a big fan of peeking things.
You can also just roll over the top of the tunnel, and it'll show you, and you can do it like that too.
Okay.
It's great for peeking the item, of course, but a lot of the time I just end up picking it up anyways. But if you don't have bombs, that peek can be really important.
Hive. Yay.
Yeah, it looks like Seekerless Chica is knowledge beginner, actually, for some reason, but
okay.
That's considered a knowledge trick. Why, I don't know. Jay gets the first Hive key, so now he's got one of each. Also, Jay did find Grav in Great Bridge, which is kind of funny considering he just spent a long time doing air underwater. You just immediately find Grav afterwards.
Okay. So now, the next real big thing we're looking for here is supers. It gets us our boost ball as well as a lot more cool stuff.
The thing that's important to note right now, Calum is making his way back to Aegon. If super missiles are like in Aegon, Calum is gonna get a really big lead here because he's gonna get that like one trip Torvis. Like he can do everything Jay is doing in one trip and then do the rest of Torvis as well. And he can also just get hits. But if supers are here in Dark Torvis, Jay is gonna have a huge lead. Because Calum is going to go through all of this and not find supers before finally going to Torvis. So this is a really big pivotal moment. They're both like Calum's in Aegon, Jay's in Torvis. Which of them is going to find something important?
Yeah, they're both in pretty new territory. Jay skipped like the entirety of labs. But, there we go.
Those are supers. Okay, yeah.
All right.
Really
there we go. And that's kind of a rude place for supers. You'd be thinking to put off the Dark Torvis loop until you found supers for Cash B, but nope.
Yeah, so what's really good about that too is Jay can get boost ball right now. And we might see him go for Dark Forgotten Bridge gate skip just to check Dark Tortoise Arena right now.
Gonna see a little secretless here.
Yeah. I don't know if he knows what he's doing though. So
this is kind of like you hit that and then you want to hit the other 4 on the right with your screw attack. It's a little weird.
He's doing this in a weird way. Like this is not the way I've seen it done and done it myself. So
maybe he just doesn't know it and is improvising.
Yeah,
it's fair. I honestly just opt to do the out of bounds when I can.
Yeah,
I find that a lot easier.
That's what I did before we were forced to stay in bounds.
Yeah, secretless kind of seems to be like the big meta trick for this tournament so far.
I didn't know. Well, I mean, I knew secretless before, but this tournament made me learn a lot more. Like, I only knew maybe half of them before this tournament, and now I know all of them except 2, I think. So
I haven't really been practiced in it myself. I only really know the ones you use in any percent. And ooh, there's a progressive suit back here in Mineshaft.
Oh wow, yeah.
No current knowledge of us needing that at this point. But it's a pretty good card to have up your sleeve.
Yeah. Those supers may have just like maybe a huge advantage for Jay, but that light suit is pretty nice for Calum.
I definitely like the supers better here.
Oh yeah, I mean supers
way better.
do a lot more, but light suit can be helpful late game because Jay's probably not getting that light suit for a long time, right? Yeah. And if it's required, the thing is, it's a big if for if light suit is required because it only locks 8 checks. The last Tortoise key. Ooh, is he gonna do chicken now? I mean,
no, there's no way. You gotta wait until you get Kinball. Yeah, there you go. Oh,
Chica right now would be a really slow fight. So
he's thinking.
Oh, I don't think you want to do it right now.
Nah.
Yes, it's in logic, but that seems so bad to do right now. And remember, I don't think there's even gonna be anything there because here's the reason. Like,
yeah.
With the way Randomizer places things, it's gonna put all our keys as soon as we can find as soon as we can get to the whatever it's called, the like temple, and it's placed all our keys right in front of Dark Tortoise Temple because we just have access to it, and probably not because there's something there. So I think most likely.
Oh, ammo station! Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah. We don't have a whole lot of power bombs, but considering we just found supers and we're in Upper Torvis, we are about to go through a ton of missiles. So I do not. I don't hate going for that.
Meanwhile, Calum is gonna be peeking spider side here.
We only get 1 of these checks. Well, actually, we can get 2 of them, but 1 is out of logic, and then there's Coaling Chamber, which we can only peek. If we had Dark Visor, we could do Hive Entrance right now. It's possible.
And is that the Cobalt in All Combat Mastery? Ooh, that's
very interesting.
Really good.
That's really good for him because he can get this hint now.
If only he had Spider to continue in here. Unless he does these.
Alright, he gets the screw attack. So now we can get this Cobalt. Cobalt hints, they can be good. They're usually worse, I tend to find, but they can still be pretty powerful. Okay, yeah, that's kind of useless. If that was like an Aegon Keys hint, though, that could be really big. Jay has gotten his boost ball too, so it looks like he's gonna get some emerald hints, which I agree with. He's going for this. He'll probably go to at least underground tunnel heading into Grove. He might choose to do Dark Torvus Arena and Torvus Plaza at the same time, but there's a chance he skips that too, so we'll see. The other thing is that Jay can also get hints now with the items he has, so... Oh my god, that's Dark.
Oh. Dark? Is that Dark Visor?
Dark?
I think, yeah, I think that's Dark Visor. Ooh, that's...
Something with Watch Station Access. I didn't see what that was.
That's a really good pull.
What did what hit did Jay just scan? Hold on, I need to relook at that. Spider is in Watch Station Access. That is a huge hit.
Oh. Oh, that means that you have to... That means you need Seekers to get up there. Oh, that's actually really funny.
Seekers, or it could be Echo Visor.
Oh yeah, Echo Visor also helps. Yeah.
Oh, and
well, speaking of Seekers.
Yep. Okay, so now that Spider Ball is fully in logic. Calum got that Dark Visor, got that Light Suit. Echo Visor, one room from Reactor Access. That is in Reactor Core.
Wow, that was a lot of information in like 2 minutes.
Okay. So let's just go over what we know now.
Yeah.
Boost is in Cache B. Seekers are in Putrid
Underground Tunnel.
Seekers are Underground Tunnel. Supers are Putrid Alcove. Light Suit is in Mineshaft. Dark Visor is in Hazing Cliff. Spider Ball is in Watch Station Access. And Echo Visor is in Reactor Core. So we know where every major is now.
This is like really good for Jay if he goes back to Aegon after hints.
Yeah, I mean,
probably gonna stick around here just a little bit longer to just full clear out the place. But yeah, now he's got those Seekers, he'll want to go get hints. And Mitt, we have Light Suit and Dark Visor, so we just have a blind hive entrance.
What is going on?
Yeah. This key in cache is really weird. Sometimes if you hit it the right way, you won't be able to collect it.
Oh, it's an Aegon key too.
Ooh, okay. It should be fine. You'll just have to reload the room.
Okay. I've never seen that happen. But yeah. Looks like Calum's reloading. He's really going to want that. Okay, that gives Calum a lot bigger chance in this because that's required and Jay doesn't have Light Suit or Dark Visor. So he is going to have to get both of those. Yeah, I imagine we see Jay go for hints pretty soon. Because at this point, while he doesn't know where Light Suit or Dark Visor are, he knows where Echo is, he knows where Spider is, he knows where Annihilator is. He knows there's a good chance he's going to be in go mode, so... Calum still can't pick it up. What is happening?
I don't think he reloaded the room all the way. Don't quit right now. What? You better have saved.
When did he save? When did he save? Wait.
Surely he saved right next to Hive Entrance.
Surely. Because yeah, I don't think he reloaded the room fully. The other thing is, ink caches do stay open even if you reload the room, so that might be kind of cursed. Oh, not Great Temple. Oh no. We just lost a lot of progress. We are back in Great Temple, fellas.
Okay, what is he not?
He doesn't have Light Suit or Dark Visor. So he has to go... I mean, he has the info that Hive Entrance is a key, which is big. And he knows where Light Suit and Dark Visor are, but he's got to go and pick them up again.
Yeah.
That's so weird. I have not seen that happen ever before.
It's...
Why could he just not pick that item up? That's so strange.
It's, I think, a matter of you opening the in cache with having Dark Visor on, specifically for that room.
Huh.
It may be something else. I'm not quite sure, but I have seen that happen before, and yeah, it's not good.
It might be. He might be have just done something weird frame perfect that caused that. Because, like, I know you can open that with Dark Visor on and it'll work. Because that's what we do in any percent. But yeah, that actually really hurts Callum. Still not a single SDK has been seen, by the way. Well, we've seen one. We haven't picked any up from either player. It was a weird bug that made him have to reset, and he lost quite a bit of time.
Yeah, it wasn't a crash or death. He just reset because of hive entrance in cache.
Yeah.
Which I don't think he really had to do. I think he just didn't reload the room all the way.
Yeah, he definitely did not get far enough in that room to reload it, but...
And if anything, he probably could have just gone back to the save station and then reset his game from there. It still didn't work. Because I don't think that can actually hard lock your seed if that happens. I'm pretty sure there is a very simple way to fix that.
Yeah, don't think it is. But yeah, he did need that Aegon key since mining plaza is an SDK, and he scanned it and it was an Aegon key, so he's gonna need it.
Alright. Well, we got hints coming up here for Jay, so we're gonna see how good this Dark Visor and Light Suit's gonna be. Alright, what we got? Mining Plaza. TTS. Ooh, we're gonna need that Annihilator. That's actually pretty good. That will get him to want to go back to Aegon and maybe stay there a little bit. Sack Chamber. In cache 4. Ooh. Okay. Just
at least that's right next to Annihilator.
Yeah.
The thing is, he doesn't want to pick up that Annihilator until he does a Morbus, is the thing. In cache 1.
Okay.
So yeah, like, between the two, we've seen every single major, or a hint that tells us about every single major. A leader. And so, the only missing thing is that last Aegon key. Ooh, Dynamo. That could be bad. Vault, that's fine. Because Dynamo Works actually could require Cobalt. And that's the one item we oh, we know we have seen Cobalt.
Yeah.
Cobalt is in Hall of Combat Mastery, never mind.
And Transition. Alright. Pretty good SDKs. Just kind of really depends on which item Dynamo Works is.
Yeah.
But
that doesn't change, like, the items that badly, though.
If it's the upper item that's not Spider Guardian, I know Jay was literally just practicing that instant morph before the race, so hopefully that little training sesh will help him out here.
Yep. Callum back in Sank. So how Jay routes this is going to be interesting. Again, we don't know where that last Aegon key is, and that's the big thing we're missing that's required. So Jay still needs... He doesn't really need anything, I don't think. Because I don't think any of those SDKs... Like, he doesn't think he needs anything, really.
Well,
like,
he may think he needs Cobalt, which...
Yeah.
we'll find out it's free. He will also need to go grab that spider.
Yeah, he knows he's gonna need Annihilator, he knows he needs Echo, he knows he needs Spider. But he knows where all of those are. But he may think he needs Cobalt, which you said, and there's like there are no major items down here in Lower Torvis, but there may be an Aegon key. Plus, this also just gets him an Aegon key hint. Like, we know he needs Light Suit and Dark Visor, but he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
And getting that, like, Callum getting this Light Suit Dark Visor, going to Hive Entrance, and it being an Aegon key is pretty huge for him, because Jay it's going to be a long time, most likely, before Jay gets that key.
Yeah, if the Aegon key hint is down here, that'll probably like even be go mode for Jay. He will just have to. So you'd have to go to Aegon, and then go Spider side, but you would have to orphan a Morbus for the time being, which is.
The thing is, he doesn't know, like, we still don't know where that last Aegon key is, so that can change things depending on where it is. Like, Jay still doesn't have a really clear path to victory here yet, so it's still pretty up in the air.
Both the Echo and Spider hint is just really good for him right now.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, take 2 on Hive Entrance.
Hopefully it doesn't do that again.
Just kill the cache after you damage it with Dark Visor. So, turn it off. There you go. That should work.
No way. Okay. Okay.
There you go.
When he jumped and it went through it, and I got really scared again, but okay. We're good. Aegon key has been successfully obtained.
Yeah,
Jay's scanned 2 hints, and neither of them have actually told him where the Aegon keys are. The other thing is he's leaving TTS behind coming here right now. So I bet you he doesn't do Dark Upper, because he's gonna have to come back here for TTS anyways, which means if he does Dark Upper, he's gonna be picking up the SDK and Sacrificial Chamber as well. So I don't think he's doing that right now. Wants to scan this in. Oh, that's actually good for him. That's good.
Yeah, he knows that's Cobalt. Okay.
Yep. I think he's just gonna go to Sank here, right? That just makes sense.
Well, part of me really wants him to go grab that Annihilator first, so you would take the Torvis Temple elevator, and then go to Aegon, grab that Annihilator, and then start Spider side is how I would do this. But yeah. I don't know.
Jay not knowing about Light Suit, not knowing about Dark Visor, and not knowing about Aegon keys is pretty. Like, we don't have. Yeah. It's pretty important to the routing that he doesn't know that we need those items. Because if he knew that he needed all of that stuff, then going for Annihilator first definitely makes sense, because we know that we're going to get Echo Visor and Sank. Oh, but where's he going now? Why is he going through TTE again?
Don't question the runner's route. That's what I've been told.
I'm just curious where he's going here. He's already been through here. I wonder what he's doing. Maybe he just forgot to scan this hint or something. No, it looks like he's gonna go for Dark Lower Torvis here.
He's gonna grab Sacrificial Chamber while he's here, I guess.
I mean, okay. I don't think he knows how to do this trick. He should probably just...
You're a little bit too high on that.
Yeah.
That was too far to the right.
He's not doing anything.
Yeah.
I don't think he actually knows that trick.
Yeah, you gotta kind of hit it the right way. It's just that you have to be like underneath those red bars.
Yeah, you have to hit it in a pretty specific spot in order to actually clear the gap. Well, also Jay did pick up Dark Burst, which is kind of funny. Calum is now making his way into labs. If the last Aegon key is here, that can be good for him, but otherwise there are no major items here. So, he doesn't know that, of course, but we do.
Besides those main PBs, I guess, but
yeah, but
I don't really care.
Yeah, we don't need main power bombs for anything.
Good routing here from Calum for this area. So, little pro tip for you guys: if you come in from labs backwards and you peek Storage D, make sure to fight Dark Samus first, and then you grab Storage D, because grabbing the item in Storage D will reload this room, so you can just instantly look at this item that Calum's going to peek over here, as well as the Dark Oasis.
Yeah, it'll save you a reload.
Instead of having to go through two, actually kind of long rooms to actually reload the rooms. Probably got some burger. Not gonna scan the Dark Oasis in. That's what I meant. Oh, you remember? Okay, no, he's just going this way. That's fine. Yeah, Dark Oasis probably won't be anything. That's fun fact. I believe in the bulk data that Bash made, at the beginning of this week, Dark Oasis is statistically the least likely room to have progression any capacity.
Yeah, it's number 119.
Yeah.
Followed by Dungeon.
That is weird though. I feel like I see Dungeon required way more than
Yeah, I mean, I used to see it required a lot, but recently I've hardly seen any required dungeons. Like, a lot of that data just makes sense from Bash's stuff. It just really lines up with what I've been seeing. Like Hive Chamber B popping off recently. It has been. Yeah, I haven't seen a required Dark Oasis in probably a month, honestly. Like, it's been a long time. Getting this Grapple Guardian fight. Unfortunately, it looks like he ran out of light ammo, which is not very helpful. You need about 40 light ammo to do this fight properly.
There you go. Nice. Fun fact, you can also, when he grapples you, you can just let him grapple you, and then you shoot his eye, and that will stun him, so you can turn around into his tail. You can only do that in the first half of the fight. If you do that in the second half, he'll just be invincible. So, right there,
yeah. Oh, there's the last Aegon key. That is big for Calum.
Ooh, Battleground in cache. Alright.
So he now has every single Aegon key. And he can now... He could literally just go fight a Morbus and be done. Like, all Calum has to do to be Go mode is go to Torvus, basically. And he will just be Go mode. Jay has to do a lot of weird things. Like, some weird, strange routing. But the thing is, he knows it's all, required, right? So, this is... Oh, this is so interesting now, because this could really go either way.
Yeah. I think that it's still in Jay's favor right now, because those supers are actually, really bad if you think about it. Because, I don't know, just doing Dark Harvest loop without supers. I just feel like it's not really the best play on paper. So I would probably hazard to guess a lot of runners would skip that and wait until they had supers.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Callum will be, he'll be running out of checks soon, is the thing. So he's basically going to have to go there right now, is the thing that makes it, because he has nothing else to do. He knows Sank can't be in Logic. He doesn't have Spider. He doesn't have Seekers. So he has nothing else to do in Sank. He has nothing else to do here in Aegon. Nothing left in Temple Grounds. There's only one thing left. So this could be really, really interesting. God, I feel like at this point it could totally go either way. If Jay does the right route, he will definitely finish before Callum if Callum does the right route. But, like, it's a lot harder for Jay to find the right route than it is for Callum, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's really interesting. Jay has the potential to go really fast, but it's going to be tough. And Callum doesn't, but it's going to be easy.
Jay want to get back to the light world?
That would make sense.
The fastest way to do it is that after Grapple Guardian, you go and check Under Transit 1, and then you take Under Transit 2 back to Dungeon and use that portal.
Yep. Or if while you were in the light world, if you just lowered that gate, you can also take that portal. But I don't think he did. You can just hit it from the other side with Screw Attack. Callum is grabbing these main power bombs. Which I guess makes sense. We do get 3 power bombs out of it. So we don't have to worry about, like, cheeseburgers or anything. Speaking of cheeseburgers. Is he gonna bonk on the way back? No, he's just gonna get denied by the Metroids.
Good power bomb though.
Yeah, it kills the Metroid and both the pirate.
Here we go.
The animal here to get up this room quickly.
Oh, no, yeah, there's no way you're reaching them. Unless, woo! Wow, okay. Nice.
Is he gonna bonk? Okay, he's not bonking.
Nice.
Yeah. The collision around the ceiling where Callum was at, like, near that door, that collision is not what it looks like. Like, it extends super far down for almost no reason. And you can just bonk off of nothing really easily. I think Jay almost accidentally got air underwater there.
Did he actually get it?
He almost did. He was like a few frames off. Okay. It doesn't look like he's going to Sank because he would have gone to the right if he wanted to go to Sank. So it does look like he's making his way up towards Upper Torvis, which if he goes to Aegon, this could really work out for him. And that is exactly where he's going. Callum has just save warped, and he is now making his way towards Torvis. So Callum is gonna be like getting all the info that Jay has, and he's gonna be getting those supers and that grab pretty soon. But man, having all of those Aegon keys is gonna be so big for him, dude. Like, Jay is going the right way, but this could be really tough for him.
You don't have to go back here, Jay. There are caches in the elevator on the other side. Yeah, the SDKs are fine. Just mining plaza, but we got like really good hints, so
Oh yeah, the item hints have been immaculate. Like, we, as a collective, just from seeing both Jay and Callum, we knew where every single major was, like, 40 minutes in. So, that has been good, but the keys are not. Mining Plaza is required. Jay's gonna get this Annihilator now, which is great. Oh, he's not gonna make that.
It's okay, he's got boosts.
Yeah. That BSJ can be tough, because you have to not bonk your head on the ceiling above you, and that is easier said than done.
Meanwhile, we're going to be seeing Callum approach toward us. Looks like he's going to go all the way. This will, yeah, he'll be set if he goes dark toward us.
Callum is about to get all the items and all the info that Jay has. And Jay might be about to get all the items that Callum has, so this could be really interesting. But, man, that key in Battleground could be really, really big, though. Because, like, Hive Entrance, yeah, it's bad, but you get everything for it right there, and it's just screaming, hey, go Hive Entrance, right? But Battleground is a lot more hidden.
Don't you. Alright, thank you. Thank you for sparing my life. So, +1 in my book. You're alright, Jay. Alright. So, yeah, what's Jay gonna do here?
Probably just... He's gonna go for... Oh, he is gonna isolate this SDK, or this Aegon key even more. This is gonna be really unfortunate for him, because he is going right by this Aegon key, but he can't pick it up without Dark Visor.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't have Dark Visor. Ooh, yeah, that's rough. I think he's just going to he's going to grab Inkesh 1.
Yeah.
Then use the light portal here.
This could be rough for Jay, because at this point, he needs an Aegon Keys hint in order to find that last one. Like, so, that is a necessity for him now, because he is never coming back here without an Aegon Keys hint.
So, the best... I think Jay's position can be recovered, because he's going to go through Sank and probably through Spider Sight here. So that means he's going to pick up the Cobalt, and hopefully the Aegon Key hint is going to be on a Cobalt hint as he's gathering his other SDKs.
Yeah,
as well as just picking up that Echo Visor, which he needs anyways. So
yeah, I feel like we're almost guaranteed to see an Aegon Keys hint here. Jay will probably go to Mining Station B before heading back to Sank, which will be good for him, because he'll get that light suit, and he'll also get that hint, which would be an Aegon Keys hint. And then...
I don't know if he goes back to MSB. I think you really want to start Sank here. You know, he knows Spider, Echo, and his missing Cobalt is in there. So it's like,
well, the thing is, if he does, he might do a BSJ in this next room, but he doesn't have Spider.
Oh, that's right.
He might have to loop around, and that just puts him right there otherwise. And that's a hint that could be the Aegon Keys hint. So
okay, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Unless he goes for this BSJ.
You gotta go for this like once. This is...
Yeah. He's gotta fight DS1 first.
Good.
If he was gonna do the BSJ, he could have done it right there, but he's also just gonna get these 2 checks.
You want to at least rebuild the room first. Nice grapple beam.
Also, Callum doing the exact same thing Jay did. with going for the air underwater in Torvus Lagoon and then immediately finding Grav right afterwards. Okay, yeah, this looks like a BSJ. If he gets this, this might be terrible for him. Like, this could actually be so bad if he gets it. If he doesn't go to mining station.
Does he need that light suit? I don't think so.
Yeah, he needs it for high entrance.
Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. But knowing Jay, he's probably going to spend a lot more time than he probably should trying to...
Oh, yeah, he will. Unless maybe he's like... Maybe he uses his brain during the tournament match, but... Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, all you have to do is go to mining station B, and he will get that light suit. Calum is now about to find the supers, and this is.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, baby. This is gonna be really good for Calum. Yeah. There you go. So now all he needs, he's probably gonna grab that boost. Then he's gonna go off and get his hints. That might even put him like a little bit ahead, even.
It could. It really depends what Jay does here, and where the Aegon Keys hint is. Like, I think if the Aegon Keys hint is in Sank Entry, Jay has already lost. But like, if it's like not somewhere terrible, like if it's like Watch Station or something, this could be really tight. This one is gonna keep us on our toes. It's not letting us know who's in the lead right away.
that pirate just grenade the other pirate. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
It did. Oh my god, let me look at this replay. Oh my god, wow, yeah, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, did we ever see Central Mining Station?
Calum came through here.
Oh. If Jay reloads the room to check this hit here, that might...
Oh, that could be really huge. Yeah. Nah, he's not.
I mean, yeah.
That makes sense.
Later, losers.
Calum finding more Torvus key. If he does Chica here, this could be like, he doesn't have all 3 keys yet. He only has 2. But if he, okay, JC's light suit. Again, he doesn't actually know that this is required still, because he doesn't know there's an SCK in Hive entrance. Or not an SCK, he doesn't know there's an Aegon key in Hive entrance. Calum is gonna get boost. Oh man, this is so... This is gonna be close.
Yeah.
This is gonna be so close.
No, Chica doesn't have anything. We're just teasing about it.
Oh yeah. If Calum did Chica here, it would be really bad, is the thing. Because it's nothing. Oh, that's a multiplayer pickup. Double damage is gonna help him out. If this is the Aegon Keys hint, this will be really good for him. It's a Chica hint, okay. And right as Marion asks in chat, it's immediately shown to be dead. Classic.
And nice.
Yep.
Don't get Crayley. Good.
Yeah, I mean, he has like 60 tanks. Should be fine. Those... Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Right next to each other.
Take that.
Okay, so yeah, what? I mean, if Jay goes to Sank, this goes. Alex is all good now. He's about to get the info for Spider, find his Seekers, and get the info for Echo, and then I bet he's gonna go get hints. And then he'll be in go mode, and that's gonna be really big.
Yeah.
Oh, but Jay has more done, but where is that Aegon keys hint? Is the... Oh, this is so close, dude. This is so close. Oh my god.
Kind of sucks waiting to be bailed out on a hint. That's like, I've definitely been on that situation where I'm like trying to play for a spider hint, and it like just doesn't play out. That's got to be a really bad feeling if that ends up not working out for Jay.
Yeah, I mean the thing is he's like almost guaranteed to see the we know the Aegon keys hint is a Cobalt hint because we've seen everything else. He can get 5 hints here. He just can't get Sank entrance. So if it's Sank entrance, that's terrible for him, but he's basically guaranteed, not completely, but he's pretty much guaranteed to find the Aegon keys hint here. But
it's PBs.
It's like if he doesn't, if it is Sank entrance, that's so terrible for him. Because again, Calum is probably gonna be the first person to enter go mode in this race, but Jay has more done. But Jay does still have to go back to Lower Torvis for TTS and kill Enormous, so, you know, he does have some backtracking to do, regardless. Yeah, he also does have the SDK locations, so he has that knowledge already, because he got hints, like, a while ago, but, I mean, usually whoever gets hints first is in the lead, but that's not quite the case, all the time, so... But getting those SDK hints is definitely gonna cost some time for him. But Jay will be the first to get Spider. He will be the first to get Echo. But now Calum knows where Spider is. He's gonna know where Echo is.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is so close. This is gonna be so close. A big thing is, does Jay do Hive Entrance right now? Because he's about to have Dark Visor.
Yeah.
Is he going to go to Hive Entrance?
And he has to climb up this way anyways to get Spider.
Yeah.
Because you can't cross Mini Gyro from here. So...
Yeah, he either has to go up this way or do an instant morph.
There's secrets
He's going to go to Hive Entrance. This could decide the race right here. It might not, but this could be a really big factor in deciding this race. Does he go to Hive Entrance right now? Echo info for Calum.
That's everything that he needs. Oh, he's not going. Okay.
I think that only makes sense though. Like,
yeah.
In his mind, Dark Visor is just for going up this direction, which it probably is in the logic chain, right? It probably just wants us to get Dark Visor to go up and get Spider. In his mind,
that's
that
true.
makes perfect sense. He just doesn't realize there's an Aegon key in Hive Entrance. Gonna grab
Ooh! Oh, that was so satisfying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Those pops.
Thank you, Jay.
Boom! Oh man, I just walked out on the replay. Oh man. Calum is SDKs. He's got these. Well, he has not SDKs.
Alright.
I imagine he's just going down here to save warp and get hits.
Oh!
Give me a return back around. Okay,
So-
was that the SDK in the tunnel?
No, the SDK is on Spider Guardian. So, thankfully, Jay won't have to worry about losing the race to doing that trick. But he's probably going to be upset about having to fight Spider Guardian anyways.
Going down here, he's got to scan this hint. I think he's just gonna make sure that he didn't find a Aegon Keys hint, which he has not. His Aegon Keys hint will tell him that there's one in Inghive, and it'll also tell him that there's one in Dark Aegon. So, I mean, he probably he'll know. Well, he won't know that it's a Battleground Ink Cache, but. Man, those Aegon keys are kind of in terrible places.
Yeah, they were all really bad because the other one was in Phazon Grounds.
Hive Entrance, Phazon Grounds, and Battleground Ink Cache. Those are pretty terrible locations.
Home of Challenge Missing. There you go.
I think he solved it on the wrong line. I remember doing that the first time I played this game vanilla. It took me like 15 minutes to do that puzzle because I was really young, and I solved it on the wrong line, and I had to read it. Okay, Jay has probably gotta find that Aegon key sentence too.
Yeah, so he's got O'Lear, Watch Station, and then Main Research left, as well as Sank Entrance, but probably won't.
But as for the good locations,
Yeah.
that's what he's got. He's gonna pick up his Spider Ball. He'll probably get this hint, walk over to O'Lear and get that hint, and then just fight Spider Guardian. Light Suit was in Mine Shaft.
Mine Shaft and Dynamo Chamber were both their suits.
Yeah. So yeah, I bet Jay just takes out Spider Guardian right now. He might pick that key up because he's gonna think that could be an Aegon key. We'll see if he ends up scanning it, but there's a chance he might not. And then be disappointed when it's an Aegon key.
I mean, if anything, this would help him out. Have we seen the other Inghive keys?
Well, this is an Inghive key, we know for sure, but...
Yeah, but have we seen the other two?
We've seen one, I think. We haven't seen all of them. Calum is also in Sank now. He did not get his SDK yet. But I don't think there were any in Sank that well, no, Dynamo works, right?
Yeah.
So he would never just randomly do Dynamo. So he's gonna need to find those SDK hits.
Nice sunburst in Main Research.
Oh, he's going for the hard method of doing this. There's a much easier way to get up. Okay, not Aegon Keys. There's a much easier way to get up.
Yo, are we gonna see it? Hear the words of O'Lear. Last sentinel of the Fortress Temple may they serve you well.
Calum is trying to get up this room without Spider Ball, and he's doing this in a really not easy way. And this is not good for... There's a much easier way to do this than what Calum's trying to do. So hopefully he gets this, because that would really be good for him. But
fun fact, if you want to get up, you want to go to where that echo door is on the other side of the room. You can actually slope up onto that.
Yeah.
And then just screw attack to the...
Okay, he got it. That's good.
Nice.
But yeah. That method is pretty tough. SDK, he can't get that right now, though.
He's gonna have to grab that
Spider Ball. Rules, we're not able to get that without Spider Ball. Though the trick we
Correct.
do is not inherently out of bounds, we have to screw attack into the tunnel. And that one can't put us out of bounds. So we are allowed to pick up this Echo Visor.
Yep.
It looks like he's just going to not, because, I mean, he's going to have to come back with Spider Ball anyway later regardless, so it doesn't really matter. Meanwhile, Jay on Spider Guardian. This is still, like, such a close race. Like, it has not got, like, there has not been a leader, like, this whole time. Like, at the very beginning, we thought Callum was going to be pretty far in the lead for, like, 5 seconds before it was not in the crate. And then we thought Jay was going to be in the lead for a while, but then, especially when he found the super, then Light Suit and Dark Visor appeared, and that Aegon key appeared.
Yeah.
And then the other Aegon key appeared.
Oh. Is Callum going to go for this?
Yeah, I think he's making sure.
He's looking at his, going to try and find his spider hand.
Was not a violet.
It was Emerald, is in Sank or Torv's energy controller. And Echo's menu navigation so good on paper, but
if he can't get this instant morph, he can just go ahead and go through the dark world. I don't really know what hit he's looking for now.
He might not be aware how he can get up there, because that Echo Visor's in main reactor, that's locked by Spider normally.
Oh yeah, he might be confused.
Yeah, so what you have to do is that you got to take the Dark World up there and use Dark Visors and Seekers.
Oh, Callum, this trick.
This is banned. Can't do it that way.
I mean, he's not gonna be able to do it like this anyways, because you have to do a BSJ. But
I'm thinking he's thinking the seat's bugged, but that's not the case. Ooh. So I guess we've not really seen that before. The long story short is that trick using that method is banned. So I believe that is a DQ from him, actually.
Yeah.
He didn't go out of bounds though, so I'm not.
Yeah. It's not necessarily an out of bounds trick, and it's like, if we were to only look at the rules doc, the definition of out of bounds, you are allowed to do that trick, but the tournament organizers did put out a thing saying that you're not allowed to do that trick with that method. I'm not really sure why, to be honest.
Yeah, I
don't really think that trick has any possibility of putting you out of bounds, but you know.
I have never seen anyone actually go out of bounds on that one. I've seen the other one done before.
Oh yeah, the other tunnel in that room can easily put you out of bounds, but I've not seen that. Also, Callum solving it the wrong way. Nice.
So I guess we'll treat it as it is right now, but TOs.
This is gonna cause mayhem after this race is over. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Unless Jay just wins anyways, and then it's an easy But if Callum wins, this is gonna be a big discussion after the race.
Yeah. I think let's just wait until the post race, but let's just keep going for now. Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's gonna get that spider, and he'll probably go back and get that echo afterwards. And then he's gonna have everything, and he just needs to get his hints.
Alright. Now it's probably gonna grab Vault here. Yep. Mm. Oh well. At the very least, whatever. Just keep going.
I mean, yeah, we have to keep going. Well, I mean, what am I gonna do? I'm not a tournament organizer. Jay picking up vault. Actually, both runners high-fiving in vault.
I guess.
This is weird. See, this is why, I mean, the rules for out of bounds are kind of weird, IMO, like with this, because because it gives us things like this.
Yeah. I mean, here's the silver line. It only will matter if Callum actually beats Jay.
Yeah.
Let's just say that Jay wins anyways, and then Callum will probably still be reprimanded. But I don't know.
Yeah. This just got really weird, though. Like, I mean, again, if it were up to me, that trick would be allowed, though, anyways, because it's definitely, like, in bounds, but... Yeah, the rules for, like, no out of bounds in a speedrun versus no out of bounds in the tournament are different. So, yeah, with speedrun, whether, like, the no out of bounds speedrun category for Echoes, out of bounds is just considered, like, once Samus leaves the boundaries of a room. So, like, once you're out of bounds, basically, once you're, like, not on valid collision anymore. But with this tournament, out of bounds is basically defined as any part of Samus leaving, not just, like, the entire thing. Yeah. And yeah, the reason was because some people may accidentally end up going out of bounds if they end up getting partially out of bounds like that, but... Okay, there's the Aegon keys hint for...
Ooh, okay, there we go. Ing Hive, Dark Aegon.
And Dark Aegon. So, for Dark Aegon, he's probably thinking that's, like, Feeding Pit.
So he's got Feeding Pit, Incash 2, and Battleground left. He's done everything else besides Morbus.
God, yeah. I mean, these Aegon keys, though. He has that. He knows it's gotta be Incash or Feeding Pit, so that Aegon key is available. It's just, what does he do for the Ing Hive ones? Like, that one trick was a weird gray area, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's focus on Jay's routing here. What's he thinking?
I mean, he's got to go do ATS, surely, because I don't think he did that.
No, he did not. But I don't think he needs to. He still needs to check in Hive checks. That's right.
Well, okay, Jay did just screw attack into that, but that one is a little bit different because, again, the tournament organizers put out a list of tunnels saying which ones you were allowed to and not allowed to screw attack into. Though those weren't actually ever implemented into the official tournament rules. The official tournament rules, all it says is that you're not allowed to screw attack into and morph inside of a morph ball tunnel. But yeah, that particular poll in their document they put out said that you are allowed to screw attack into that.
Yeah, we're seeing a vanilla reactor core. This.
Yeah. Oh, we're just doing this.
Semi-vanilla. Oh, maybe he didn't know.
Maybe he doesn't know the BSJ.
That's fair. BSJs can be bored sometimes. Okay.
Yeah. Now Callum is go mode. Well, he just has to go get hints. Jay's looking at all the potential.
Yeah, he still doesn't know where our hints are. That's actually impressive.
He's gone an hour and 41 without getting SDK hints. He's got to go get those now, I feel like.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, he's going back to Aegon. This might just be going to a save station, but, I mean, no save station closer to him than this. So imagine if he's going here. Is he going to go get a Morbus out of the way? He might be able to get Annihilator, get a Morbus, and just get Mining Claws out of the way.
Yeah, that's a pretty good assessment. Just grab your your last known SDK, and work from there.
Yeah. Plus, he'll also get Annihilator, so we'll have every major. Though he actually reset out of Cobalt, is a thing. So
he doesn't need anything from the Cobalt hints, so
he doesn't need.
Well,
he needs it for Spider Guardian.
Yeah, he'll need it for Spider Guardian.
He'll see that hint. He'll know it's on Spider Guardian, and he'll know where Cobalt is the main thing. So, but the fact that he's going this way, it looks like he's gonna go do a Morbus. Or
nice.
No. Oh, he's going to the save station. Okay, yep.
Jay, don't do quad. Just check Hive Dynamo or Hive Gyro. Please don't do quad.
This makes the most amount of sense if you just check Hive Gyro and then turn around. So please turn. Okay,
cool.
That might secure Jay the win. Honestly, just not doing Hive Gyro there.
Oh, does he have a quad hit? He might actually just have one.
Oh, yeah,
He's gonna check his Hive Dynamo one. Even with, yep.
So he knows it's not Hive Dynamo. I assume he probably has a quad hint. I don't recall it, but he must have seen a quad hint by now because we've scanned like almost every single hit in the game. So I think he probably just knows it has to be here. And then that last Aegon key, he knows it's either Feeding Pit or Battleground. So, you know, Callum not getting his hints yet still is kind of gonna throw him off.
All right, let's hope that Jay doesn't work up this Aegon key like Callum did.
Is he gonna kill the
Ink
Smasher to get a power?
Ink Smasher!
Does he not realize there's? I don't think Jay realizes there's an ammo station right next to him. There's an ammo station one room away. I don't think he realizes that.
So funny is that he used the ammo station earlier.
But yeah, he used the one in Torvis, but there's one right next to him. He just needed a power bomb to get through that door. Okay, Callum is going to Dark Aegon. I mean, I feel like he's gotta get hints, like, sooner or later. Yeah, Callum could have taken the vanilla route up, though I don't think he realized that that was a possible thing.
It's pretty if you play rando for too long.
Yeah, you tend to forget the vanilla routes when you play a lot of rando. No way. Wait.
Yeah.
No way, dude. No way. Okay.
Okay, nice.
We're good. I got scared, dude. I got scared.
So
God.
Jay needs Mining Plaza, and then what was
TTS.
the last one?
He needs
TTS.
Mining Plaza to TTS.
Both. Yeah. The only thing left for him now is the last Aegon key in Dark Aegon, which he should find relatively soon. He's been paying attention to this.
Yeah. He knows it's available because he has every single major. So we know it's in the Battleground in cache, but he knows it's either there or Feeding Pit. So he'll be able to get it shortly. And then TTS he can just walk to. Honestly, it might be better to do TTS now than later, because it's kind of in an awkward spot. Like, there's no really good way to route to TTS. Well, actually, he can just pick up Mining Plaza, take the Tortoise elevator, and then go down. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. He does TTS last. And then just goes there after Mining Plaza. That makes the most sense. I think at this point, anyway, Calum, like, he just needed to get his S. That's all that he could do. But he just did not. But, I mean, yeah, I think at this point it's kind of just, it's sold, basically. It's basically Jay's to lose.
So in cache 2, Feeding Pit, and then the Battleground in cache.
Probably start with in cache 2, move into Feeding Pit, and then get Battleground last.
Oh yeah, and Dark Oasis. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Kind of forget that exists a lot of the time. Since again, it's so rarely required. Yeah, having to check your in-cache-ins. That's why I always, whenever I am playing a seed, whenever I scan an in-cache-in, I always just immediately write it down, like, just with a one-letter B for being related, M for missile.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah. Menuing in this game can lose you, like, quite a lot of time.
Yeah.
More than most games.
The menu in this game, it's a cool idea, but it really sucks to deal with.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There is a small optimization. You can use the C-stick to actually, like, switch between like things without actually having to rotate the whole, like, structure thing.
Yeah.
Can help a little bit, but still. I'd take Prime ones any day.
Oh yeah, Prime 1 and Prime 3 both have a much better menu.
Yeah. Right. Gonna go to Battleground first.
Yeah. He's leaving in-cache 2 for last, which actually works out in his favor.
Yeah, that one is just so out of the way. There you go.
He sees it. Calum gonna find another SDK here. Still no hints though.
It
Jay is
makes me feel like
Orbis.
he did do his hints and we didn't see it.
Did he really?
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like he...
Maybe you wouldn't put off hints for this long, would you?
I don't remember him ever seeing hints. Like, maybe... I feel like I was paying attention to his stream for most of the time.
I guess... Yeah, if he had gotten hints, he wouldn't have left Spider Guardian, I think.
Yeah. And of course, as always, trying to skip that Aegon key return cutscene way too early. Because it's
Yeah.
super delayed for no reason.
I'm gonna make that like frame of the menu up on that white screen an emote at some point.
Yep. There should be one. Also, Jay has a lot of... He's like, what? 8? 9? I think he is 8. That's a lot. That's more than you usually see in Rando. Then again, we kind of had... we've kind of had to full clear to see, so...
Yeah.
Calum is going to get annihilated. Nice warm skip there from Jay. If you destroy both of the worms at the same time on the second phase, like if you destroy them before one has been completely destroyed, then it will actually not spawn a third worm on the third phase. But it'll still just kill a Morbus once you take out a third phase.
You gotta be careful though to not do it again on the last phase, because otherwise that would just soft lock you.
Yeah. Since destroying them both at the same time skips the cutscene, which skips the third worm
Oh,
spawn.
nice camera. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, we did get a quad hit. That's right, because one of them was a missile expansion, and that was ammo on the boss.
Ah, okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so in case you don't remember since you last played this game, the way you have to get the mining plaza item, so you have to beat a Morbus, get the energy, and return it so that it will brighten up the sky so that you can use Echo Visor on all those things on the wall to like lower down those like, are they like lenses? And then you shine them down on Mining Plaza. So it's very logically involved, especially without the use of out of bounds, which you can get like actually pretty easily.
Yeah, we can do a difficult out of bounds trick to skip fighting a Morbus, but it's difficult. So
Yeah.
and it's also banned in this tournament.
Meanwhile,
But-
what is?
Well, yeah, Jay got SC hints, but I don't know. Calum still hasn't gotten his hints. I don't think. Hints? Yeah, no SDK hints on there.
Huh. Okay.
Still no Sky Temple key hints from him. So I mean, yeah. I feel like we just needed to get Sky Temple key hints. Like, if he had just gotten hints after finding Seekers, he would probably still be ahead of Jay. Or maybe he's thinking that the seed is logically bugged still, and is like trying to find something. Strange. Man. Yeah, at this point, Jay is returning the energy. So yeah, the little echo gates, as Schwartz mentioned, they're only tied to the post energy returned layer of Mining Plaza. So even if you were to bring up echo, like before you return the energy, the gates just don't exist, and you can't do anything. Mining Plaza wouldn't be nearly as bad of a check if you didn't have to return the energy. Like, it would be like really so pretty free if those gates just existed on every layer of that room. Unfortunately, they don't.
I wonder how much the rando would change if you just set like all of these rooms to like their last layer.
Yeah, that would make for some interesting things. Newest patcher just patches every room to the last layer possible.
Yeah. Alright, here we go.
It's a similar thing with Dark Oasis too, where you have to go Powerbomb Guardian because that flying in cache only exists in the post Powerbomb Guardian layer of that room.
Yeah. Which is just
I mean,
a really weird layer, I guess.
Yeah, why that room had a layer that only shows up once you kill Powerbomb Guardian, I don't know, but it does. Because everybody knows as soon as you kill Powerbomb Guardian, you go straight back to Dark Oasis. Calum is finally gonna get the SDKs though. And Jay is just on his way to TTS. So, this will be his last one, and then he can go fight final bosses.
Yes, that is a fact. That is in fact a thing for Prime 1. Philip, the Phazon Elite in Elite Research, in vanilla game is tied to getting main PBs in Central Dynamo, but Random Prime allows you to sever that requirement. I believe that's just a current patcher limitation for Echoes at the moment. We do not know how to do that.
Well, I mean,
Or
we know how to change the layers for rooms, like the default layers.
some layers are probably more complex than others. I am not a core dev, so I wouldn't know. You can go ask them.
I'm not an expert either, but I mean, I would assume if we do it for like Dynamo Chamber, we could probably do it for Dark Oasis. But we just haven't, I don't think. But yeah, there was a similar patch to Prime in the ways that the post main Powerbomb room for Elite Research, that layer was the only one that actually allowed you to fight the Phazon Elite.
All right, that's hints for Callum, and this final SDK coming up for Jay right here. So Jay will be approaching Go mode, or he will be in Go mode first.
But yeah,
it has like a pretty substantial lead now.
Yeah, it would take several deaths on final bosses for Jay to not win this, I think.
It would take the greatest choke ever imagined.
Yeah. It would be the greatest choke in Echo's tournament history if Jay lost this, I think so. It's basically over, but he does still have to do final bosses. Nice little boost there.
Get to see how well his practice is improving.
Yeah. Last time I talked to him, he told me he still needed to practice his Emperor. Yeah. Yeah, Callum also did jaywalk and sank, so there's that too. I think that's officially what we should call it. Going out of bounds is now officially called jaywalking.
I like that.
But yeah, that's gonna be save warp. We'll be done in like 5 minutes, just as long as he doesn't get centered, which we'll probably explain more when it comes up. But for the most part, Emperoring is a pretty simple fight. The bosses in general for Echoes are really pretty easy and don't have any hard strats involved. Like, maybe Chica can be difficult. Like, getting a 1-cycle Chica in 100% is pretty difficult, but other than that, it's like every single boss is kind of easy. As long as you have every item you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Like,
0% strats for some boss can be pretty crazy.
Trying to do our 4% maneuvers and do Emperoring 2 without Spider Ball can be tough. Doing quad without Spider Ball can be tough. You know, things like that. But yeah, compared to other Metroid games, the bosses in Echoes are really pretty easy. I mean, that's because a lot of them are in the Dark World, and if you have like, Light Suit or even just Dark Suit early on, you're pretty chill, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of bosses, I guess, in particular, Boost Guardian, that it's more of just the fact that you're on a timer, quote unquote, for the boss. Yeah. But stuff like Light Suit, yeah, can trivialize that really easily. Little fun fact for you: both Dark Suit and Light Suit actually, they don't even give you any like damage reduction like in Prime. It's just purely the Dark World damage that they affect.
Yep. Basically, every other Metroid game has damage reduction, but yeah, we do not get any from our suits. Unfortunately, we're taking the same amount of damage from every single enemy the entire time. But Jay has made it to Sky Temple. I'm gonna take a quick safety save and then we'll move on to final bosses. We have double damage, which is gonna make Emperoring 1 quite a bit easier. We're also gonna have to do some different strats for our Samus 3 since we have double damage.
Yeah, I believe it's 12 shots with Annihilator.
12 plus 4 will get you to 302.
12 shots.
Alright, yeah. So, Emperoring 1 here. We'll see. Jay's just gonna do this. All you have to do is just shoot 2 supers with double damage. Normally you shoot 4, but double damage, it's really easy. Shoot 2. And then we're gonna try and hit as many tentacles at one time as we can. Looks like he got 3 that power bomb. And then he's gonna try. Ideally, you get 4 with every power bomb, but it's pretty tough to find it to get 4. So yeah, there he also got 3 damage. He's still pretty good. And now he's just out of power bomb, so there's nothing he can do.
Not bad. Those first 2 PBs were really good.
Alright, and then Emperoring 3 normally in the vanilla game is like a terrible fight, but they did in like when they were developing the boss, they left some like screw attack damage triggers underneath him. So if you just screw attack underneath EI, like massive damage to him, like you see. He's already done half of his health. And all you have to do is just screw attack underneath him, because they had some, like, little shoes that would go on his legs in development, and then they got removed. And you would be able to damage him with screw attack. They got removed, but they forgot to remove the damage trigger, so you could just still screw attack. Yeah. Unfortunately, Embering is giving some pretty bad patterns here, and just bonking a lot. Just not being very helpful. That should be okay.
Yeah, it can be really rough sometimes. My Embering free has been like very inconsistent.
Oh,
if you're really good, you can get it done in a single screw attack. It's really bad, but you can do it.
Yeah, it's hard to do, but like if you can't get him done in one screw attack, you have to just rely on RNG for him to give you a pattern that allows you to kill him. But now we are on to Dark Samus 3. So there is a like bad phase of Dark Samus that we call Dark Samus 4. And so once we get Dark Samus under us, Dark Samus 4, and it's really slow and it loses a lot of time to Dark Samus 4. We just have to basically get Dark Samus as closest to this damage threshold as possible. Then we screw attack into her. It looks like he didn't hit.
He didn't hit, so she's still on DS3 mode.
Yeah. But once we get her under that threshold, she'll go into Dark Samus 4 mode. And we just want to try and kill her with
fur.
If we can kill her with screw attack, we will completely skip that Dark Samus 4 stage. And that's taking a long time. I don't think that's going to hit either. Okay, still in DS3 mode, but he can screw attack her. Looks like he hit her. She's in Dark Samus 4 mode now, so if he doesn't kill her quick, she's going to go to the center, and that's going to be bad. That might be a good one. He's not... Normally, you would, like, intentionally get hit by the force field to kind of set yourself up. Oh. He's just chipping away.
There. Nice.
And that's time.
2 hours, 7 minutes, 49 seconds. Not bad.
Yeah. For that kind of seed, yeah.
Hey, look at that. Good commissioned art there. It's really nice. Then we have Jay in here for comps. Hello.
Hey, I that one.
You say that again, your mic is a little gurgle.
Yeah, we didn't really get you.
Yeah, sorry, the new apartment. There might still be some weird noises coming through the mic. It's also
There you go.
brand new.
You're good now. What's up?
I'm gonna get back on Reggie for this one. The last possible hint, like it was this hint or Sank Entrance that I found my Aegon key and oh my lord, I was screaming internally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, Inghive, so that's just ATS, right? Oh no, it's not ATS, so that's just Hive Gyro, right? Fine, guess we go Hive Entrance.
Yeah, this race was really interesting for a long time because you and Calum essentially followed the same route until you found Dark Beam, and after that, you went to Torvis, but he went back to Aegon. So he got Light Suit and Dark Visor really early, but that also meant that he got that Hive Entrance Aegon key pretty much immediately. And since he was already still in Aegon, you know, he's still clearing that out, looking for supers. He also finds the other Aegon key pretty much immediately. So he had like all 3 Aegon keys before ever going to Torvis. And those Aegon keys could have completely changed the seed, but he just like, it took him a long time to get to Torvis and to get to Sky Temple key hints. And that kind of just sold it for him.
Yeah, so the good thing was I did a pivot save in Torvis before getting hints right.
Mhm.
And I knew about Annihilator. I knew I could pick up Annihilator now. It would have. That's probably the only thing that would really change is like get Annihilator early. But even then, that didn't like really hurt me because I was able to pick up Annihilator in cache 1 and in cache 4 on the same route. And like backtracking to TTS was fast after Immortus, and I also had a save station nearby, so I don't think that actually hurt me that much. The good thing was I had the pivot save, and I was able to like save quit back or like pivot back to Torvus. And when I read Dynamo Works, I was aware that I was still missing keys, but I was like, okay, I need a Cobalt pretty badly. I could need Dark Visor, I could need Light Suit, so I'm gonna keep doing checks while also like getting all of the low Torvus hints, just in case something is hinted, right? And then I see that hint for okay, it's in Sank, and I was like, okay, so we don't go Sank yet, actually. We get Grapple Guardian out of the way, and I started like doing cleanup before I even was fully in go mode. But that actually paid out because after doing the Aegon cleanup, I found Light Suit and immediately found Dark Visor after. I just don't see a world in which I would like go for Hive entrance without the hint for the key. Like, not when you're this close to go mode and you are just missing keys.
Well, it was really interesting because you and Callum ended up like having like a major divergence where Callum went back to Aegon right around after finishing up like some Temple Ground stuff, whereas you went to Torvus. So yeah, after the Dark Beam. So you pushed Torvus and found supers, boosts, seekers, like pretty close to each other. But Callum found the light suit and dark visor, as well as the cobalt from Spider Side, and it was a really strong lead. But he ended up having everything for Hive entrance, but he like got that glitch with the in cache in Hive entrance and ended up resetting and like losing what quite a lot of time
Oh, that's unfortunate.
because he didn't save next to Hive entrance.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Do you want to know why I pushed Torvus that badly?
Hmm.
So the best thing about how I routed this was I was like, okay, I'm gonna do Jump Guardian just in case it's on top of the ship. Maybe I find a cheeseburger and I don't even have to go for mains. I know mains are logical, but bioenergy is just very slow to route through. Especially if I still have to do Jump Guardian and then go back. I found the PB and then I got Screw. Okay, well, what's in Wind Chamber? Oh, Graph Boost. Wait. That's something I have to thank Cestrion for. Cestrion, as wise as he is, told me once, Echo's Rando is simple, hints are power. So I had the Emerald, I had the Graph Boost, like, not even the Graph, no, it wasn't Graph Boost, there was something else in Wind Chamber. I think Supers? No, what was it? God damn it. No, it was Dark Beam. It was Dark Beam in Wind Chamber.
Ah, yes.
And that Dark Beam and Emerald just gave me so much access to, like, hints in, Torvus, and like gave me so many new logical checks that just rushing the old checks was not worth it at that point. So I rushed into Torvus because even if I leave anything behind, there's a good chance it will be hinted and I won't be punished by it. It was not hinted, but I wasn't punished regardless. That Spider Guardian fight was really good, actually, surprisingly, because I hate that boss fight with passion.
Yeah. We were.
Also, I need to practice Grapple Guardian.
Yeah. Grapple Guardian is just a matter of having light ammo for everything. If you don't have it, the fight is just slow and you can't do anything about it. And it's really annoying when that happens.
But yeah, otherwise, I don't think I would have routed anything differently. The cool thing was like I got the Cobalt hint and back-to-back the Echo hint. So the really, for me, the only like really annoying part that made me a bit mad was the keys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I played this pretty well, considering all the side events going on.
Yeah, the weirdest thing is that Callum did not actually end up getting hints until like I don't know, like what was it, like 15 minutes ago
Yeah, it was
Ooh,
pretty
since he
recent.
finished.
ooh.
We were kind of questioning the play, and I don't know. He will not be joining us for an interview. He decided to go to bed because it's pretty late where he
Unfortunately.
is. So
Yeah, it's like 11:30. It's 12:30
yeah,
here. So yeah, it's quite late for us.
so but
A
yeah,
gigantic thanks though to Callum for like letting us race at this time because this was the only time I would be able to squeeze the race in. Otherwise, would have had to go for racing.
yeah,
But something that really like bugged me when I entered Torvis was A, everywhere there's red keys. Just the wrong red keys.
yeah.
And B, like I got the boost and I was like, do I want to go to no, I don't want to go to Aegon until I can until I have Super's best case scenario and I can chain that into boost. Hey, look, Super's in Dark Torvis. Ah, I should have went there immediately.
Yeah,
But
those
hmm?
yeah, those supers were kind of in a rough spot because, especially knowing about the boost ball being super locked beforehand, you kind of weren't really incentivized to go there. You wanted to at least. I would have waited until having supers, but
Yeah, but at that point, I mean, to be fair, like yes, I waited as long as I could. Like I had the choice. I either save warp and go check Aegon for supers, or I just ball and hope there's progression in early Dark Torvis or supers in Dark Torvis and I can chain that into boost. Luckily, second was the case. So I actually like
yeah.
got a good amount of items out of this.
Uh,
Unlimited missiles and double damage right next to each other was also kind of a funny one.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
and then yeah,
And I might have like paused like twice to check if what I just did was even like allowed. I just muscle memoried Hall of Combat Mastery and like Reactor Core. And I
it's
felt like in the back of my head I knew it was allowed because I read the sheet, but I
it's
like opened the sheet just in case to make sure.
it's funny that you bring that up because I don't know the full thought process behind Callum, but I'm thinking he got really confused from the spider hint being in upper sank and he didn't know how to get up there. So he ended up doing the screw attack in Hall of Combat Mastery to get up, which uh as far as I know is still banned and would have been set up for a DQ if he had won this race. So
Wait, jaywalking in Sank? What is jaywalking in Sank?
jaywalking is the new term for just going out of bounds. Apparently,
What? Where did I went out of bounds?
no,
We're
no
not talking
one,
about you. We're talking
no,
about
no. We're talking about
you
Callum.
know what
Callum
jaywalking
did
is?
this. I'll explain that to you later. But yeah,
Well, to be fair, I was like when I read the spider hit, I was kind of confused. I was like, "Is this a caretaker seat? No, caretaker also requires. Does it want me to go for saying no?
yeah,
That doesn't make any sense either.
yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
think
That
how vanilla.
that is the one place where it's extremely easy. After you play so much rando, you're so used to having spider ball for that. It is really
Yeah,
easy to forget the vanilla method of doing that.
yeah, I absolutely agree. Yeah, I'm really happy with how I played this, honestly.
Yeah, you did
The
this really well.
the Aegon keys kind of were they were just in like bad spots. There's
Uh,
no other way to describe this, like hive entrance. I had an info about what's it called? God damn it. I had the info about a cursed lake, and I was kind of hoping that it would be that a cursed lake would be an Aegon key, but no, it was just the last quad key.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
The funny thing is, like, I thought I was ready, and then the time was up, and I was like, God damn it, my no blood, my no bug. I I just like in the last second opened up my work pad before the race started, and then had to like free hands just type anything in.
If it's any consolation, you guys ending up both blind checking phased on grounds actually was really powerful because
Was.
you would have been short another Aegon key and probably would have gone back to a Cursed Lake first
Yes, I
and
would have.
gotten super trolled. So both
But
of you
there's the
guys
thing,
ended up
like
doing that during GFUC.
Screw Tech into Dark Beam and Emerald was just like, okay,
Yeah, that's
we need Emerald to. We probably need Emerald to get out of the safe station, so just in case, check that. Yeah, that was really lucky for me. Or for both of us in that case. Like, that could have been a disaster. Suddenly being, like, afraid of Profane Path comes back.
Mhm.
But yeah, it is 12:30, so I'm
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah, we won't keep you any longer.
Won't keep you any longer than we need to. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a few more races tonight. Yep. In what's like an hour and a half now, at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have 2 matches happening at the same time. We have Op 82 versus Rico V53 happening on SpeedGaming 2, and we have Nye versus Ivy Paw happening on SpeedGaming 3. We also have a race tomorrow. Our last week 1 race will be at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Mighty Caesar versus Lucarius Lion. And then tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, we have our Prime 1 Randomizer weekly race. So, shoutouts to Prime 1. We'll have some of that tomorrow. But that's about it. If you have anything else to say, Jay, then we can just sign off.
Thank you, Reggie. No.
Yes. Yes, fun fact. This seed was gen by our very own Meadow Reggie.
Nice DS, a nice DS3, EI3 and
Oh, yeah.
EI3 and me, we are never going to be friends in our lives. I don't think EI3 and me will ever like to actually behave well together.
That phase is friends with nobody, and if anyone says otherwise, they're lying.
Yeah,
That sucks so bad. But yeah, that's all we got for you guys. Check out our other races. Follow our runners. They
And
race
follow the
really well.
commentators.
Follow
Commentators do a good
commentators.
job too.
Yes. Yeah. And anything else?